As you start to retain your semen, you're getting out of this system of depleting yourself frequently, and you'll actually start to rebuild your energy. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can magnetize your ideal life. Make sure you grab my free ejaculation control guide. There's a link in the video description below. So if you really want to step into your masculine power, cultivate your true masculine essence, then the best practice you can do is semen retention. Semen retention is an incredible practice that many traditions have been practicing for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. So the idea of semen retention is that you stop ejaculating, or at least stop ejaculating regularly. Learning to manage your ejaculations. We live in a culture of excess. We eat excessively, we stimulate ourselves excessively, and especially men release their sexual energy excessively because we've been conditioned to through the porn industry, through media. It's normalized in our society to ejaculate every day. It's normalized to be a porn addict. So the problem with constant ejaculation is that you're literally depleting your life force. Semen is the essence of the body. It takes incredible amounts of resources for the body to create semen. It's the most refined substance in the body. They talk about this in Ayurveda, that it takes something like 8 drops of blood to create 1 drop of semen. So basically it's this super concentrated, super potent substance that the body puts a lot of energy into making. There is no reason to waste this energy. Constant ejaculation depletes the body, specifically depletes your jing. Jing is known in Chinese medicine. It's basically the essence of the body. It's the most condensed form of energy before it steps into the physical realm, and it's what's literally creating our body. We're born with a certain amount of jing, and how we use it is up to us. The more that you take drugs, work excessively, have excessive ejaculation release, and the more that you waste this jing by taking drugs, by being excessively stressed, living an unhealthy lifestyle, and specifically ejaculating frequently for men, then the quicker you start to age. Basically, your body starts to age as you ejaculate frequently. And the thing is that most men aren't aware of this in the earlier years of their life because it just seems like they have this bottomless well of energy. But what happens, it's happening at younger and younger ages now, is eventually this well starts to dry up because porn is so accessible to us and we're so sexually overstimulated. Many men are ejaculating several times a day, and they're starting to run into erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation. Porn-induced erectile dysfunction is becoming a major problem. Men in their 20s now are starting to have sexual dysfunctions and signs of sexual fatigue. So these are some of the implications of ejaculating frequently. So when you stop ejaculating frequently, you start to seal the leak. You start to close the leak, and then you can start to build your energy reserves up. Now, I'm not saying you have to go the rest of your life without ejaculating, but for a lot of guys, going a week without ejaculating is going to be a huge deal, and that's a good starting point for sure. As you start to retain your semen, you're getting out of this system of depleting yourself frequently, and you'll actually start to rebuild your energy. Now, how long it takes to rebuild, it's going to be different for every man. Depends, how drained you are, depends how much jing you have left. It depends on your constitution as well. Every body is different. But in general, most men start to see significant differences after a week or two. Me personally, after going a few days of practicing semen retention, I was like, holy shit, I've never had this much energy, never had this much confidence and drive in my life. This is what happens because when you realize that you've been spending like 30 or 40% of your body's energy on creating sperm frequently because you're just throwing it away into a tissue or a crusty old sock, then when you stop doing this, then all of a sudden your body's functioning at 100% efficiency again. It's like you have 30% more energy. Imagine what you would do with all that extra energy. And that's what happens when you start practicing semen retention. Now, the implications of this on boosting your masculinity are very strong. When you go 7 days without ejaculating, your testosterone goes up about 150%. This is scientifically documented. You can find a study on this. I've seen other studies that show that after 3 to 4 weeks of practicing retention, your testosterone levels stay well above the normal ranges. So it boosts your testosterone levels. Therefore, you feel more masculine. You have more energy. You have more drive. You also become more polarized. You become more of a man. You start to embody this yang, expansive quality. Me personally, I was a very yin type of person growing up. I was the sensitive, effeminated man, who was afraid to talk to girls and very emotional, very moody. And I think this was very in part because, and I think a lot of this was due to the fact that I was masturbating every single day. I was depleting my sexual energy regularly, and so my testosterone levels were low. So I felt feminine. I didn't have the drive to work out, didn't have the drive to become an entrepreneur, things like that. I was stuck in dead-end jobs like so many men in this world, and I was afraid to talk to women. I would see an attractive woman and I would be afraid to talk to her. When I started practicing semen retention, this completely changed. I've never felt more masculine than I have since beginning semen retention. Again, my energy levels went through the roof. My drive increased. You're going to have so much desire because you're building your sexual energy reserves. That is your sex drive. It's your core energy. Now, it's important that you learn to channel this into more productive things than, watching porn, jerking off, or having one-night stands. This is your energy. What you do with it is up to you. So I noticed I had all this desire that was causing me to take action on a really massive scale in my life. I got into business. I grew a business for myself. I started to become financially abundant. I started going to the gym, working out. I gained like 40 pounds. I became very confident and I was no longer afraid to talk to women. But the biggest change was that women started being attracted to me. Like girls would ask me out sometimes, things like that. Like it was blowing my mind. This had never happened before. So again, when you practice semen retention, you cultivate your masculine essence. That is what semen is. It's the essence of a man. And by building this yang essence, you become more polarized. You become more of a man. So you become more magnetic, right? Therefore, the opposite polarity, the yin, is going to be much more attracted to you. That's the principles of magnetism. The stronger the opposites are, the more powerful the connection between them is, the magnetism between us. So you're going to become very magnetic, very influential, and be able to create massive impact in this world. So men in this world are becoming very feminized. Why exactly this is, there's various factors. Our diets are changing. All the plastics we use are causing our estrogen levels to rise. Soy products, GMOs, pesticides, there's a lot of factors to it. And I think that porn addiction is a huge factor as well, because when a man's just sitting in his room jerking off every day, his testosterone levels are very low because he's depleting his yang essence. So by practicing semen retention, you're able to reclaim your masculine power, step into your role as a true man, as a leader, as a decision maker, as a creative force for good on this planet. So I highly encourage you to try semen retention. If you've never done it, try going a week without ejaculating. Notice if you feel different. Notice what changes in your life. And then once you're able to do that, try going 2 weeks, try going a month. You'll be amazed at what starts to shift in your life. And then lastly, I want to mention that by practicing semen retention, you do not have to stop having sex. A man can learn to have orgasms without ejaculating. And this is very important if you're going to be practicing semen retention, because me personally, I have no desire to be celibate. I've been more sexually active since I started practicing semen retention than I was before. Because again, when you're able to control your ejaculation during sex, you're able to last longer in bed. You're no longer addicted to the ejaculatory orgasm like so many men are, which makes you weak. It makes you easily controlled. And therefore, you get more satisfaction from sex because you're able to last longer and actually have these powerful full body orgasms. You're able to perform better for your partner. Premature ejaculation is so common amongst men. And that's something that really kills a lot of men's self-confidence, right? Their sense of accomplishment. So by being able to have sex without ejaculating, you can last for hours, bringing your partner to incredible orgasms, because most women are not sexually satisfied by their male partners. So you become the man that women want to be with, basically. You become a leader out in the world and a poet in the bedroom, we could say, right? Of course, it takes a bit of training to be able to separate orgasm from ejaculation, and I go into that in several other of my videos. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in learning how to have sex without ejaculating, how to have full body orgasms, how to really tap into the sexual power, channel it throughout your entire body so that you are charged up with this magnetic energy, check out my 6-week course, Multi-Orgasmic Man. I open registration every 3 months. I'll put more information in the video description below. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. Do you notice that you feel more masculine when you practice semen retention? Have a great day, my friends.